Exciting times. Four more states get rolling. Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Mississippi, all getting going. Even West Virginia might sprinkle in some games. So, Zach, exciting times. More states get rolling. 22 states total will be playing. And I know the big dogs, Florida and Georgia. When you hear those two states, you know high school football is off and rolling.
Yeah, man, it's nice, man. These bigger states are starting to come through. We saw Texas last week with 1A through 4A. You're going to start to see teams in Florida kind of be mixed like Texas is too, because there's certain areas that really can't get started yet. Specifically, Miami-Dade area, along with Broward County, teams are kind of just starting to practice. So we'll start to see more games in Florida towards the end of September. But some are able to go. And one game I got circled is IMG Academy at Venice High School. This game's going to be on September 4th, but it gives us the opportunity, Steve, to see the number one preseason team finally get started, and I can't wait to watch JJ McCarthy ball. He's going to be actually taking over our Instagram live too, so make sure and check that out this weekend.
Yeah, and Georgia, man, there's quite a few games going, including a couple teams in the top 10. So I know for you, for all of us, it's exciting just to see high school football back. And when you get states like Florida and Georgia going, man, you just sit back and, as you say, you just get your popcorn ready and you watch football all Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, and you got the Corky Kell Classic coming back. This is one of the marquee, events that we see year in and year out. This year, there's going to be 9 games featuring all Georgia teams. They had to change some things up because usually they'll have a few out-of-state matchups, but they're going strictly Georgia ball this season. It's going to be outstanding to watch. You can watch all of these games on the NFHS network. And one game that I can't wait to see is on Saturday. It's Lowndes High School. They check in at number 9. They're playing Archer. Curry Brown is a can't miss prospect in the Peach State. He's going to be a get your popcorn ready type of dude for sure. And then you also see teams like number 5 GRAYSON get underway. And then another team I can't wait to watch is number 39 Valdosta High School. Jake Garcia at quarterback. He transferred over from La Habra High School in Southern California. That's going to be a guy you want to watch this year. And it's interesting, Steve, you see these guys that are ending up having to transfer so they can play their senior season in the fall. And that was the case with Jake Garcia. He's probably the biggest name we saw do that.
Yeah, and high school football started the country off, and we're already 3 weeks into the state of Utah. And I don't want to say anything's a success already, but what we've seen so far from the high school standpoint is so far so good. Of course, you're going to see some COVID cases here and there, and it seems as if schools and states are doing a real good job. If anything happens, they suspend the games or cancel them or postpone them. We've seen that in Utah with Bingham, but Bingham was back on the field and everything seemed to be okay. I mean, obviously the outcome corner can't beat them, but so far, Zach, we're seeing high school football off to a really good start.
Well, and the nice thing is, too, is these states they're taking it very serious. I mean, we saw with American Fork High School, the athletic director came out and grabbed the mic at the end of the first quarter and said this game will not resume until people start social distancing and put on your mask. So they had to take a 10-minute break. Everyone abided by the rules, and we got underway. So it's been nice to see this in the state of Utah. And the other thing is, Steve, is it's giving other states confidence. Hey, Utah's able to pull this off. We're going to be able to do the same thing, but we need to be smart. We need to follow all the guidelines that they're giving us if we want to give these kids an opportunity to play, especially the seniors, because this is a great opportunity for a lot of kids that are going at that last ditch, trying to get one last offer to play college football. And we don't want to take that opportunity away from any of these kids. So it's great to see some of these states take these protocols very serious. And you mentioned Bingham. Yeah, hey, they couldn't play first week, but they did everything right. They got back on the football field, and we're starting to see a lot of success in Utah. We saw it earlier, too, in the summer with Iowa baseball. So this is something, if you follow the rules, there's a good chance you're going to be able to get through a fall season.
Yeah, and a state like Florida, obviously, some consider it the mecca of high school football. You're not going to see the whole state kicking off this next weekend if the cases aren't low enough. Some of the top tier schools in the Miami area, we might not see them for a few weeks, even 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple of people, and they told me that, teams in the Miami area are just kind of starting to start practice. They just started last week, so they're probably not going to play at the earliest until late September. And then, St. Thomas Aquinas, the team from Broward County, they check in at number 3 in our top 25. They still haven't even released its schedule yet. They're kind of just starting to get back on the football field and start actually practicing. So we're going to start to see more powerhouse programs in the state of Florida playing towards the end of September. But you're also going to see teams like Venice High School, obviously IMG, and other schools start to play this week and next week. So it's going to be like Texas, where Texas does have teams that started last week, but the teams like Katy, North Shore, Duncanville, South Lake Carroll, DeSoto High School, Lake Travis, Austin Westlake, those teams aren't going to play till the end of September and early October.
Yep, so we're going to be seeing states kicking off now all the way through October and then back up again January all the way through March.
Year round,
all right,
baby.
Zack Poff. Yeah, that's right, year round for sure. All right, Zack Poff, Steve Montoya, Max Preps, and CBS Sports HQ.